Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Natalya has now sent a message after Triple H quietly released another superstar. This star is a former champion and has achieved some success in the company. Among several stars who were recently cut, Vinci also lost his place in WWE. The former Imperium member was separated from the faction and booked as a single star. It appeared he was in line for a big push, but he lost 2 matches fast and never gained momentum afterward. It was recently reported that Triple H is the one responsible for cutting stars from the roster. Dave Meltzer reported that it was the gang who made the cuts for different stars from the roster. Vinci's release was quiet as well, with the star being let go from the company, along with several others like Paul Ellering, AOP, and Elektra Lopez, among others. Vinci sent a message earlier today discussing his release, and he broke his silence on the matter gracefully, thanking everyone involved. He received well wishes from his fans, and now Natalya has also responded. The star shared several praying emojis, showing that she was wishing him the best and appreciated his message and the manner in which he bid farewell. It remains to be seen what's next for the star. Fans are staying tuned to find out if Triple H will release any other stars. The WWE landscape is constantly evolving, and with each passing year, we see fresh faces rise to prominence while others quietly fade away. The latest shakeup within the company has seen the unexpected departure of a former champion, a move orchestrated quietly by Triple H as part of his ongoing vision for the future of WWE. While WWE has remained tight-lipped about the release, one veteran who refuses to let it go unnoticed is Natalya. The multi-time women's champion and one of WWE's longest-tenured superstars took to social media to share a heartfelt message following the news, one that immediately caught the attention of fans and the wrestling world alike. The former champion in question had been with WWE for years, a decorated talent who once held gold and battled some of the biggest names in the industry. While their time in WWE may not have ended with a grand send-off, Natalya made sure their contributions were not forgotten. In a tweet that quickly gained traction, she wrote, "The wrestling business is unpredictable, and sometimes the hardest part is watching people you respect and admire walk away. But real talent, real passion, it never fades. Wishing you nothing but success and happiness. This is just the beginning. #WWE #respect. Though she didn't name the released superstar outright, fans immediately speculated about who she was referring to. The respectful yet emotional tone of her message suggests that she held this individual in high regard, possibly a fellow women's division competitor or a friend she had shared the road with for years. Natalya's words carried weight, not just because of her stature in WWE, but because of her history. Having spent over a decade in WWE, she has seen firsthand the highs and lows of the business, including the abrupt nature of releases and the challenges that come with them. Since taking over creative control, Triple H has made a series of calculated decisions to reshape the WWE. His goal has been to streamline the roster, refocus on long-term storytelling, and ensure that every superstar on the payroll has a clear purpose within the company. This has led to both exciting returns, like Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, and Kairi Sane, and surprising departures. Some stars who were once considered mainstays found themselves released with little fanfare, simply removed from the roster page without a dramatic exit storyline. While WWE's approach to releases has varied over the years, Triple H has opted for a more silent, behind-the-scenes approach, rather than the publicized, budget-cut statements of past regimes. Instead, superstars simply vanish from weekly programming, and only the most dedicated fans and wrestling insiders take notice. This release, however, didn't go unnoticed thanks to Natalya. Natalya has long been known as the heart and soul of the WWE Women's Division. As a veteran of the locker room, she has trained, mentored, and competed against nearly every major female superstar of the last 2 decades. She has played a pivotal role in shaping the careers of rising stars and has always been a voice of support when adversity strikes. Her message reflects a deep understanding of how hard it is to say goodbye, not just for the released superstar, but for the colleagues and friends they leave behind. WWE superstars form bonds through years of traveling together, training, and sharing moments both inside and outside the ring. When one of them is suddenly gone, it leaves a void. Natalya's message also highlights the belief that a WWE release is not the end of the road. Many superstars have gone on to find success elsewhere, whether it's AEW, Impact Wrestling, NJPW, or even thriving in independent wrestling circuits. Could she be hinting at a bright future for this former champion outside WWE? As soon as Natalya's post went live, speculation ran wild. Was it a former women's champion? A tag team title holder? Someone who had fallen out of favor creatively but still had a passionate fan base? Names like Dana Brooke, Tamina, and even Lacey Evans started trending among fans, as each had been absent from television for months with uncertain futures. Some even suggested the release could extend beyond the women's division, possibly a former Intercontinental or United States champion who had been quietly let go. Until WWE or the released superstar themselves confirm the news, it remains a mystery. But thanks to Natalya, their contributions won't be forgotten. As expected, Natalya's heartfelt message sent shockwaves through social media. Fans and fellow wrestlers chimed in, showing support for both Natalya's sentiment and the released superstar. At WrestleFan89, Natalya is pure class. She always stands up for people, even when WWE won't. Much respect. At Pro Wrestling World, it's crazy how WWE just lets people go without a second thought. Glad someone like Natty is here to remind us of their impact. At Future O for Natty, whether you are a fan or not, everyone deserves recognition for their contributions. Thank you, Natalya, for always being real. At Indie Wrestling Scout, mark my words, whoever WWE just released is going to thrive outside of the company. Maybe even return bigger than ever. This is not the end. It's clear that Natalya's words resonated deeply. She didn't just acknowledge a roster move, she made it personal. Natalya's response also raises questions about her own future. As one of the last active competitors from WWE's Divas era, she has outlasted many of her peers and continues to perform at a high level. However, with WWE's shifting landscape and Triple H's focus on pushing newer talent, one has to wonder if Natalya herself is beginning to think about life after WWE. Would she consider stepping away from in-ring competition soon? Or does she still have a few more championship runs left in her? Regardless, one thing is for certain, Natalya's legacy extends far beyond championships. She is the locker room leader, the mentor, and the voice of respect in WWE. While WWE's releases often feel abrupt and impersonal, Natalya's response reminded everyone that behind the glitz and glamour of sports entertainment, real people with real emotions are affected. Her message wasn't just about saying goodbye. It was a reminder that every wrestler, no matter how big or small their role was in WWE, leaves a mark on the industry. And sometimes, that mark isn't fully appreciated until they're gone. Whoever was released will have their own path to walk now, but thanks to Natalya, they leave with their head held high, knowing their work was seen and valued. And perhaps, someday, they will return, stronger, better, and more determined than ever.